hear a sister say that, whenever I hear a sister say that she don't like men, including the our gay sisters, when they say, I can't stand men, I don't want no man, I'm tired of them, I'm moving on, and a lot of things, then they really haven't had a man, because there's nothing more satisfying than being able to please your man in the home, especially in regard to fixing his food, fixing his dessert, helping him dress, and just little small things that we can make him feel wanted. We have a man who everybody hates. We hate him. His mama hate him. His family hate him. The white police hate him. The regular white men and white women hate him. This is a man who is hated by everyone. The only solace that God made for him was us. And when he comes to us and can't get any sanctuary at all, then he don't have no life. And then they win, because what they want to do is to destroy him and make us think that we are better than
Man,
him.
all right, Shalom.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel and broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, man. Lord's will is be a quick and straight to the point lesson. Brother Benji inspired me to do this lesson. I was listening to it early this morning, actually. I was thinking about whether to go into it or not, but Spirit is like, yeah, just speak on it. Because, the scriptures tell you that, two is greater than one, and, we speak the same thing. Like, me personally, I don't like getting on a woman. I really don't. But, as the brother saying, I'm going to echo his statement. This is just the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And what Miss Ali said, you know what I'm saying? I mean, she doesn't bring out all valid points. She brings out, sometimes her points be off. But, what she said in this video was absolutely 100% correct. We have to understand as men and women of color, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that there have been a battle or war between the sexes, okay, due to feminism, due to Esau, Edom. Now, no matter how much you try to break this perspective down and you try to break down the facts to modern day women, they seem to negate this because it's a sense of entitlement. There's a sense of self-worth. Well, I won't say self-worth, but there's a sense of no worth, entitlement, just overly entitled, man. And it's because of the ways of Babylon, this place is out of order. You women have to understand that the way you are living, your mindsets is not natural and is not of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. This woman just broke it down to you, man. She straight up told you, look, we've been taught to hate our men. Our mothers hate us, our women hate us, Esau hates us. Everybody hates Jake, and yet we put so much pressure is put on an Israelite man. It's ridiculous. Like, how can he be the loser, the deadbeat, the drug dealer, the fucking just the lowest man on the earth, but he's supposed to be the head. He's supposed to carry the family. He's supposed to take care of another nigga's kids. Everything is against Jake, man. And people don't understand, us as men of color, how fucking hard we got it. Now, yeah, the women, they got it hard too, but you've played into the role of feminism. You've left your men. You've chosen the ways of the society, man. You've chosen entitlement. You chose the baby mama role. And we get it. Misfortunes happen, situations happen, people break up. But you have no right to hold nobody else accountable because you ain't getting what you think you deserve. You may think you deserve a certain type of man, but what are you going to do in order to get your mind right, in order to get that person, man? What are you going to sacrifice? What are you going to do? What type of correctional behaviors are you going to exemplify to show, look, man, I've earned this. I think I'm in a better mind space now. Instead of me running around acting like a child, what can I do to show that I've earned this? Instead of throwing your baggage on every fucking body else. Because it says nothing is wrong with pleasing your man. The problem is that most women don't choose their husbands wisely. They don't. And by the time they get a man that's somewhat decent, they already look at him in a negative light. They already expect him to be X, Y, and Z. Look, I'm going to tell you straightforward, man. The prophets of the Lord, we're not perfect men at all by far. But we understand on how this thing goes, and you may not agree with our teaching methods, you may not agree with our mindsets, but you know what? We're teaching the nation what they supposed to know. Because hey, they neglected Yahweh Shai too. Okay, Yahweh Shai was neglected. He was rejected for teaching the truth. So how much more his men? Because we call out the women, we tell the women they're feminists, X, Y, and Z. If the shoe fit, then wear it. If it don't, then don't fucking wear it. But I'm gonna let her repeat what she just said, man. We gonna get a couple of precepts because what she said needs to be heard, man. You women really have to take heed, and you really have to look at yourselves and stop with the pity shit. Stop with the everybody's done me so wrong. Take accountability, man. Take fucking accountability, man. If you dealing with a prophet of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and that man is hell-bent against you, he's coming against you, obviously it's something that's you need to check your spirit on. Because the Lord ain't gonna put a spirit on us just to come against motherfuckers because we feel like it. Because we decide to just do it because we feel some. No, man. If we have a alt with you, the spirit of the Most High has an alt with you. And you're not going to see that unless you correct yourself instead of pointing the fingers at everybody, blaming everybody for your mishaps. Because you feel that you're deserving. You're not fucking deserving of a goddamn thing. You've chose your life. You've chose your master. You chose your God, which is Esau. Now, because that's failing, we got to come back and clean you up now? Fuck no. But let's listen to what Miss Ali said, man, because she got it right. And you women, you better fucking take heed because you're running out of time, man. All this going back and forth shit. I don't want no man. I don't need no man. Fuck you. I'm only going to submit to you to what's convenient for me. You ain't taking care of my kids, nigga. My kid. Look, fuck all that, man. Hey, like Elder Malcolm was saying, I'm going to echo this statement. Being a stepdad, that's a very thankless job. And those of you men that was put in that role by default or you tried to play the nice guy, how did it work out for you? How did it fucking work out for you? Playing the stepdad, because that shit gets you nowhere. But it's up to you to fix her fucking wrongs and make shit right where her and her child's father dropped the ball. And then you got to come in and make the bitter shit sore. Make the bitter sweet. And you get no thank you for it. It's a very thankless job. And then when shit falls apart, it's all your fault. It's all your fault she's messed up. It's all your fault she's insecure. It's your fault she didn't listen. It's your fault why she didn't take the correction. It's your fault why she committed adultery. It's your fault why you left. It's your fault why she left. It's just all the fingers are steady being pointed at fucking us, man. But when are you women gonna take motherfucking accountability for what the shit you've done? The offenses you've caused. The hearts you done broke. The baggage you carry around. Taking out problems on this man because you ain't work out with that man. Because your fucking daddy ain't tell you exactly what a man was supposed to be and how you was supposed to behave as a woman. Because your fucking mothers told you to be rebellious and against men. Because most of this shit they get from their mothers, man. When you grow up with a child and she's seeing her mom come against her father, she's gonna mimic the same fucking thing. When you calling your child's father bitch ass niggas and FAGGOTS and this shit, how you think the kids are gonna feel about that man? And women, oftentimes they do that shit. They wait till they get before the kids and they start degrading the father in front of the kids. And the children, they follow that same behavior and the cycle of abuse, it continues. But of course, we get the third degree. You treated me right. How the fuck can you treat somebody right that don't know the difference between right and fucking wrong? When you have an individual that's hell-stricken on Western beliefs, everything you say according to the scriptures and everything you do as a man, standing your ground and being a masculine man is going to be wrong in their eyes regardless. You can rule with the iron fist, or you can be the most tranquilist husband in the fucking world. When you coming from the scriptures and you are absorbing your masculinity and your dominance over the household as a man should, you are in the wrong. You are wrong for breathing. You're wrong for waking up in the morning. You're wrong for doing the right shit. You're wrong for doing the wrong shit. You're wrong for breaking up. You're wrong for separating. You're wrong for looking at other women. You're wrong for fucking being a man of the Lord. You're wrong for all types. You're wrong for everything. And enough is just a fucking enough, man. Okay, so I'm gonna play Miss Ali's again, and then we're gonna get into some scriptures. All right, so here we go.
Helping him, Jan, because our gay sister. I hear a sister say that Whenever I hear a sister say that she don't like men, including the our gay sisters, when they say, I can't stand men, I don't want no man, I'm tired of them, I'm moving on, and a lot of things, then they really haven't had a man, because there's nothing more satisfying than being able to please your man.
And that's the nature order of things. When you women are naturally in a subservient role, you are happiest, you're less stressed, you feel good. Like I've heard women say, what I'm saying, women in particular, what I'm saying, just over the years, and women I was dealing with, or woman I was dealing with, when I cook, I'm in peace. Well, good. You're supposed to be at peace because that's something that you're putting your talents to use. You're putting your natural nature to use. That's just like a fucking cat trying to be a dog. How can a cat try to be a dog? If a cat emulates a dog, there's going to be the most confused and depressed animal that walks the face of the earth. How can a cat know his way when they trying to be a dog? Just like you women, you try to be fucking men. You take the career role. You got this tainted sisterhood role. You got this feminist role. You listen to Esau. Everything he says is go. You go to work. You make it there on time. You bust your ass for Esau. You do whatever he tells you to do. Whether the company is being held by black women or black men, whoever, who cares? Esau runs it all. But you do that subservient. But when it comes to serving a man and just doing the basic necessities like shutting the fuck up, watch your attitude, watch your tone, you know what I'm saying? Being there, that's the problem. And then the tricky part about it is when you're dealing with the single mother. See, this is where it gets tricky at, because you may have a woman that genuinely desires to do the right thing sometimes, but she has a child by another man that she was crazy about. That child needs comes first. Meaning, if you are trying to rule that household and bring order in that house, you're going to have a problem, because it's going to conflict with the best interest of the child and the mother. And the mother, she lives her life through the child. This is a common thing. It ain't just one individual. This is common. I've seen it happen. You watch TV shows, man, it happens. So let's just say if you want your woman to be over, 3-4 days a week, cook for you, clean for you, y'all live in different households. I mean, shit. She can't do that because she got to get her kids to basketball practice. She got to get them to soccer practice. She got to pick them up from school, do X, Y, and Z. She got to take them out, spend time with them, do X, Y, and Z. So it's taking time away from you as a man, and you have needs and wants. Now, is that to say that's a problem? I mean, because things are out of order. Okay, she had the kid before you came into life, so I mean, you got to expect her to put the kid first, right? But she has to expect you too to eventually say, you know what, this is not working. I require more as a man. I require more hands-on. But according to them, we don't have that type of worth. We're not supposed to have that worth about ourselves. We're supposed to just take what we can get and, be grateful for the crumbs we're getting in these fucking tainted women's lives. Where they demanding everything from you, you only get but 30% of them. And they may try to genuinely want to give you more. But it becomes a problem because now she's trying to balance the kid and you. And ultimately, she's going to choose the kid, and she knows your requirements, and now she's getting mad at you because your standards. So now you got to lower your fucking standards in order to compliment her situation. And if you don't compliment her, then all of a sudden it's a fucking problem. That's why I tell you, brothers, man, if you can avoid being with a single parent, please do so. Because if you move in your house, it's going to be the same thing. She's going to be even more of a entitled bigot. Entitled. She's going to be more aggressive. The minute her kid gets out of line with you, kid, nigga, you ain't my daddy. The kid can go from point A to point Z. Kid ain't got to respect you. You ain't a father. But you as a man, you supposed to sit back with your tail tucked between your legs, with your head down, and you supposed to deal with it because you're privileged to be with her. What kind of bullshit is this? This is totally out of order, man. That's why we got to get out of here. And I mean, honestly speaking, you got people that mean well, but we're as the prophets of the Lord. We require honor, respect, faithfulness. Okay, and honestly speaking, a bitch ain't even gotta love me. Respect me, because honestly, a woman can't love me. It's impossible for a woman to love you more than she loves herself. Respect. Fuck all telling me you love me. Show me you love me by respecting me and doing what I ask you to do. And if you can't do it, then humbly remove yourself from the picture without trying to put the blame on somebody else because you ain't acting right. And then all the negative shit goes away. Yeah, you may want to be with the person, but it just don't work out. The situations don't complement one another. Us as men in the Lord, we're not required to be stepfathers. That's not how the Lord set this up. Now, it do happen. You know what I'm saying? It does happen, and some situations do work, but That just depends on the individual and the maturity levels. And honestly, a lot of our women, they're not there yet. And we ain't got time to be waiting for you to get there. The Lord is getting ready to take this place out. So you either gonna get in order, you're gonna drop your fucking personal shit, and you're gonna follow under the umbrella of the Lord, man. Okay, so let's get into these precepts real quick. But let me play this. Slocky.
in the home, especially in regard to fixing his food, fixing his dessert, helping him dress, and just little small things.
Right. Now, that's all good. They may do that, but that comes with the price. That comes with the price of you got to be grateful. You got to accept their baggage. You got to accept the, and that comes with the disrespect on the back end. Well, I did all these things for you, so now I'm entitled. No. Okay, because just as much as you do these things, you don't have to. I ain't asking you to do it. Now, if you do it, then beautiful. Yeah, of course. That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate that. But the catch to it is, all right, anytime I want to, I can buck up against you because you're not giving me what I want. You women have to let go of that fucking entitlement, and nobody owes you a damn thing. You chose feminism. You chose the men you were dealing with prior to the prophets. Okay, you chose things and it didn't work out. So start there before you try to put drama and bullshit in everybody else's life like they owe you something. Because you're going to take it out on the last person you're with. And that's going to become a powder keg because this man is like, wait a minute, I ain't did shit to this bitch. Yeah, I'm a man. I make mistakes. We going to get into it. But are you really that pissed off at me because I'm not want to deal with the baggage anymore? And that's when all the hominem attacks comes up. Oh, well, nigga, you got a bitch that cheated. This when all the personal shit. This is when all the stones get to be thrown. Because you a man, according to Keisha, you ain't allowed to have an opinion or a self-worth. And the problem is these hoes, they can't deal with the fucking truth. And that's the problem. You don't deal with truth because you've been lied to your whole life and you don't have people in your corners that tell you the truth. But instead you got Nicki Minaj, reality shows, Megan Thee Stallion, fucking, what's that other hoe name? Cardi B, Beyonce. But yet these hoes, they all married and happy, catering to their men's, their husbands. You know, they happy and shit like that. While you bitches are tearing down your relationships because you were fucking entitled, thinking somebody's supposed to come and make your crooked end straight because you chose to be immature and insecure. Because you chose you want to put more on a person than what's required. Because you think a man's supposed to lower his vibration to make your fucking life right. Nah.
That we can make him feel wanted. We have a man who everybody hates. We hate him. His mama hate him. His family hate him. The white police hate him. The regular white men and white women hate him. This is a man who is hated by everyone. The only solace that God made for him was us.
That's right. And that's in Genesis, man. That's in Genesis, the 3rd chapter. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. All right, because y'all seem to have this shit all fucking backwards, man. This is the book of Genesis 3, and I'm going to start at verses, let's start at verses, yep, this is about Genesis 3:16. It says, then he said to the woman, I will sharpen the pain of your pregnancy, and in pain you will give birth, and you will desire to control your husband, but he shall rule over you, bro. They want to control us, but he should rule over us, man. We rule over you. That's the point. We supposed to rule over you. Since you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, and he said to the man, since you listened to your wife and ate from the tree, it says, whose fruit I commanded you not to eat, the ground is cursed because of you, right? Because we listened to her. The men followed the woman as usual. But when you go into the King James Version, the King James Version of the scriptures, it goes here. And he says unto the woman, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow, and in sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire should be to thy husband, and he should rule over thee. The scriptures say that he gave him a help meet, not a helpmate, a help meet. Meaning you supposed, like Brother Benji said, I'm going to break it down like he broke it down. You're supposed to meet his requirements. Our requirements as men is submissiveness, faithfulness, okay, which is loyalty, and just shutting the fuck up and doing what we ask you to do. We ain't gonna ask you to do nothing wicked, at least the righteous men. But that's slavery to these bitches. But yet they can go to Esau and clock at 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 7 to 3:30. You know, get on their knees for him and do God knows what. But when it comes to serving a black man, oh, fuck that shit. Hell nah, nigga, you lost your mind. I'm the prize here, nigga. Me and my children, and my 5, 6 kids. You come under us. You know? Like she think you supposed to drop everything and follow behind her. She wants to move out of town and shit like that. She wants you to come with her and her child. Well, what if that's not what I want to do? You know, I can't do it. Then I can't do it. But according to her, oh, you a piece of shit now. Oh, because you ain't going to do it. She's supposed to follow you, man. But see, when they do things for the best interest of the children or they selfish nature, it becomes a conflict of interest with what you got because you're not supposed to follow behind that. Scriptures say if she would not go as thou hast, give her a bill of divorce and cut her off from like flesh. That's why, hey, once again, Elder Malcolm would say, stepfather is a thankless job. Trust me. It's a very thankless job because, I mean, things will be going good and one fucking mishap, all the shit you've ever done to go out the window. As much as they claim they appreciate what you've done, no, they don't. Because if they did, then they won't be bringing up bad shit and they will always have a thought of you in their mind like, you know what? I can respect that. You know, I get what you're saying. I should be thankful because you took a chance on me and mine when you were in the position to do other things. They don't look at it that way. They look at it like you're privileged to be in their life. No, I'm not. They'll never look at it like, well, you know, thank you for just coming in my life and, you know, being cool. And even if they say that, they don't mean it because their actions show different. And when shit goes bad, now you the bad guy and she's screaming and yelling at you out of hysteria because you didn't make her life perfect. Scripture say who can make a crooked thing straight. You know, and this is just the truth, man. You know, this is not even no shade. This is just the truth. And you people, Jake, y'all don't deal with reality. This is a fucking reality check. And no, we ain't perfect. Yeah, we fuck up. We have our mishaps. We do. But does that negate the actions that's behaving that you're exemplifying under Esau, our women as a general? No, it does not. It does not give you the green light to be demons. Only thing, if you women listen to your men and shut the fuck up and listen and do what you're told, when you're told, you will realize you will have less problems. But your fucking opinions, your back talking, your mouth, your feminism, your entitlement is the reason why you have problems out of the men you're dealing with because you don't know when to be quiet and just listen and believe in that guy. That's why the apostles always say the motherfucker you land with is the enemy, man. This motherfucker you land with every night next to you in your bed is plotting against you. Notice everything you say, she's opposite of it. And God forbid you're a fucking teacher in this thing and you got a woman and knows you a teacher and she watched your videos and something she don't like and all of a sudden now she's cursing you out. That's a demon right there, man. And honestly speaking, if any of you brothers dealing with that, that shit, you know, honestly, it should be cut off. I'm not giving brothers orders on what they should do in their households, but honestly speaking, you know, whatever spirit y'all brothers can endure. But honestly speaking, if you have a wife and you're a teacher and you're passionate about this faith and she comes against your teaching, that woman ain't for you. And trust me, she'll get you killed. Push comes to shove. She'll get you killed, man. She'll set you up. She'll get Esau on you. Because those women, they hate the Lord. They hate Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and they want to find other means as to control. You got to get away from women like that, man. And honestly speaking, a lot of brothers dealt with that shit. All right, this is the book of Ephesians 5, and I'm going to start at verses 22. It says, for wives, this means to submit to your husbands as to the Lord. Okay, it says spirit-guided relationships. It says, and let's go to 21, because this is where they get stupid. It says, and further submit to one another out of reverence for Yahweh Shai. Okay, now it don't mean a man bowing down or submitting to the authority of a woman. No, we just read in Genesis that the man is going to rule over you. And that's just a natural order of things. Corinthians breaks that down. Okay, for you women that get simple out there and say, see, submit. The scriptures don't contradict themselves. So obviously this is a deeper meaning. It says, for wives, this means submit to your husbands as to the Lord. So we submit to Yahweh Shai to the best of our ability. When you see that, man, that's God to you. Now, of course, you got Yahweh Shai. Of course, he's your Lord. He's over everything. But in order to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus, you're supposed to submit to that man. Everything he needs you to do, you got to drop. If he say, look, baby, this career is causing controversy, then change your fucking career. That's where the faith comes in at. But then oftentimes, well, nah, man, you know, my kids and, you know, you just trying, you insecure. That's bullshit. That creates tension. Why can't you just listen and do it? Because you don't have faith in that guy. You don't have faith in him. You know, If he say, look, get off social media, I don't give a fuck under any circumstances. You supposed to shut the shit down. It's not supposed to be no argument. Well, what about how many women you got on your page? That's fucking rebellion, man. You supposed to submit and shut down. I don't give a fuck. He can have 20 Facebook pages. You are not to have one because that's not your place. You don't know what he's doing on them platforms. He could be teaching. He could have connect with brothers, whatever, man. Because, you know, brothers, we connect through WhatsApp and different platforms like that to keep updated on the orders and stuff like that where brothers gonna link up at. We have those sites for a fucking reason. It ain't just to fuck off. But you bitches, you have it to fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And so what? He got a fucking a goddamn WhatsApp or Instagram or face. So fucking what? That ain't your problem. You just do what you're told. Period. This ain't equal. Because when push comes to shove, when all hell break loose, that shit going out the window. You ain't gonna stand up to no man and tell him what you're not gonna do in that day. Because you're gonna get straight up railroad out here. Ain't nobody playing with you damn women out here, man. Like this fucking bitch, whoever this hoe is. Let me see this bitch, man. Let me go back, man. This Nemesis McCormick, this stupid hoe comment on my page. Don't know who the fuck this bitch is. You only got 200 views anyway. Okay, good. I got 200 views. Kudos to me. Thank you. You know? And I'm like, you only got 34 subscribers. You know, I was mocking her. She said, your subscribers are bought. Hush. I'm like, okay, well, bitch, beat it then. Shit, if I'm buying subscribers, which I'm not, okay? But I'm like, bitch, beat it. I was right exactly. I'm like, good. Now be right now and beat it. Okay, because I mentioned the women breaking out from BBLs and shit like that, right? And coincidentally, this dumb hoe, you know, and I'm calling it straightforward. I don't spare motherfuckers' feelings, man. Anybody that know me, anybody that knows my halal knows I don't spare nobody's feelings. You gonna get told what you gonna get told. And if you don't like it, then oh well, that's your fucking problem, man. It's just what it is. I'm just a straightforward brother. That's just how I grew up. And that's the spirit that the Lord had given me. And the prophets came in that spirit. And that's why we were fucking put to death. I can honestly speak that I believe in my past life, I was probably beheaded or stoned to death. I really believe that shit. They're like, nah, we gotta get this nigga up out of here, man. He's just too fucking straightforward. But that ain't our fault, man. That's the bitch asses of Babylon that got put on you, Jakes. You know, and I'll try to be a little bit more nice, so to speak, but fuck sparing your feelings. The Lord told Isaiah to cry not and spare not. Fuck your fucking feelings, man. If you ain't right, then you need to be told to get right so things can be good. But look at this bullshit, right? Now, chick named Dinah, whoever she was, it was a video that came out, had a BBL, and she broke out with hives and shit, or whatever happened to her. But peep this. Coincidentally, it's this stupid thought here. Who the fuck she is? I mean, look at what she promotes. Beijio dancer, French Montana, Drake. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, whatever, but
Okay, y'all, this your girl Nam. Follow me on Instagram at Who Is Nemesis. I'm doing Sheen reviews for my BBW, Sheen reviews for my BBLs too, so nobody else won't have to, because we gotta tell the truth. Okay, so every now and then Sheen has an outfit where they don't want to put the model. I guess they get lazy with promotion with the outfit. So boom. Sis right here is giving very much buy this outfit, Netflix, and fucking chill. Sis is showing me from the back with no BBL. Sis is showing me from the front with no BBL. I like to look for the natural body girls for my outfit, so it's a no for me. I'm a natural body girl. Sis right here is showing me, again, they like to have the BBL models, natural body in this outfit, showing somebody from the front. Don't go in there. It's no for me. Every now and then they like to play with their fucking models. And sis right here is definitely giving the legs. Put some lotion on. She wanted to build her own body in her pictures with a BBL. So she is definitely showing me that this outfit's not giving. It's a no for me.
See, and just that spirit, bro. Look at this.
Can a nigga tell me how to get cash?
You know what? I'm not even going to click on her video. I don't even want no problems, man. But the bitch's name is Nemesis. Come on, man. Let's look up what a Nemesis is. What are the fucking chances, right? You know, but just promoting folly like that. The insecure fucking black woman, right? And everybody got to pay for that. That's Jake's fault. Which a man really gave you your power. Now, it says Nemesis means an inescapable agent of someone's or something's downfall. This is negativity. A long-standing rival or arch enemy. She's basically an enemy to the cross, man, to the men of the Lord. She clearly just hopped on my page scoffing, talking shit. And she said something else, but the comment got deleted. But whatever, man. That's just the point I want to make. You know? Just for what? Like, dude, like, ain't nobody even talking to you. Where the fuck you come from? A nemesis. You know, and that's what I'm saying. These women, they hate us, bro. The scriptures say she is my enemy. And Keisha, she's an enemy to you on this side, man. Now, like I said, I always have exceptions to the rule because you do have some decent women out there. I'm not gonna say all women, but the majority of you give the good women a bad fucking rap. And a lot of you your childish behaviors, man, nobody's going for that foolishness no more. You either gonna do what you told or just get put to death. It's just at that point. But it says, for wives, this means to submit to your husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of his wife, as Yahushua is the head of the church. He is the savior of his body, the church. Okay, so the husband has control over the woman. He's able to save the woman if the Lord deems him worthy and if she's doing right by him. You can get salvation. But you're complaining and nagging, that ain't going to get you nowhere. But of course, you don't believe in us anyway, because we ain't nothing. You know, we just a bunch of niggas that manipulate people and twist the Bible. That's what we are to these people. We ain't men of the Lord to these people. Just the fact I'm talking rough to these people, they would never accept it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a man of the Lord compared to him. Oh, nah, nigga, not you. Okay. Well, we'll see. But it says, as the church submits to the anointed, so you wives should submit to your husbands in everything. In everything. Now they gonna hit you with the, well, what about loving your wives? Well, yeah, we will love you once you submit. I can't love a motherfucker that's coming against me all the time and challenge everything and getting jealous at videos. And I do a video and then a woman comment on the board. I gotta get a text message of disrespect because a woman comment on my page. What kind of shit is that? That's putting more stress on me as a man trying to do the right fucking thing. That's why the scriptures say, man, I'd rather dwell in the fucking wilderness with a lion than take home with a fucking dragon, man. That's a fucking dragon. And you bitches, you take pride in being fucking dragons, man. That shit ain't cute. Excuse my French, but that's not cute, man. Okay? For husbands, this means love your wives. Just as Yahweh loved the church, he gave up his life for her. That's right, man. You know? And that's absolutely right, man. You know, we supposed to love our wives. Ain't nothing wrong with loving your woman, but they make it fucking impossible to display that because they just full of hate and envy, no malice, bitterness, jealousy, all the spirit. They are completely embody the spirit opposite of a woman. And this shit is sickening, man. It's old. Nevertheless, like every one of you in particular, so love his wife even as himself. And the wife see that she reverence her husband. So look up what reverence means. For you simple-minded jakes out there. Okay? Reverence goes into the Greek word phobio. Phobio means I have a fear of phobia, which means a fear of phobia. It says to put to flight by terrifying. So you're supposed to reverence your husband by being terrified of his actions because of the Most High. Like we are terrified of what the Lord can do to us if we don't do the work. When you see your husband, you're supposed to immediately, that's supposed to strike a godly fear in you because you know what can happen if you don't do what you're told. Now, we try to refrain from, getting combative with our women physically. But honestly, it does happen at times, man. It happens. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Now, do we want to go there? No. But sometimes, man, motherfuckers got to be put in their place, man. They just have to be. We ain't doing it because we feel of, hey, we doing it because it's to the point. All right, I'm at my point. This motherfucker done pushed me over the edge and it just all over. Nah, we ain't going down like that. And it's about respect at the end of the day. But watch, you're going to have a bunch of disgruntled women. They're going to watch the video and they're going to still figure out and find a problem with what I'm saying. But what about y'all? What about that? What about us? We're telling you what you're supposed to do. If we're telling you what you supposed to do, then don't you think that we're trying to do the best we can do? Trying to be humble, trying to be more tranquil, trying to be more less lion-like in the fucking house. But when you come with all this bullshit, how can anybody even get to anywhere with that behavior? All this entitlement. You did me. Grow up, man. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Shit, did the nigga steal from you? Did he kill your mother? Did he kill your child? Shit, did he burn your house down? Then no, then shut the fuck up then and get over it. To put to flight, to flee, to fear, to be afraid. You're supposed to fear your husbands, man. Y'all don't fear us. You don't fear the man of the Lord. You come in our face, you talk shit. You argue with us. You give us your fucking opinion. See, back in the 60s and the 50s, that was not going to happen, man. If my grandmother bucked up against my grandfather, he would put her in her place immediately. That was called love, man. Okay, scripture say, train up a child in the way he should go. Hey, spare the rod, spoil the child. Hey, you women, you ain't nothing but children. You ain't nothing but children with adult bodies. That's all you are. To be feared, to be afraid, to be struck with fear, to be seized with alarm. Those startled by strange sights or occurrences, of those struck with amazement, to fear, be afraid of one, fear, hesitate to do something, fear of harm. So if your husband say, look, get your ass off social media, you are back supposed to fear that because you're supposed to do it because let's just say if you don't get off of it, you got a bunch of niggas on your page. So what if they inboxing you or not? Just the point that they're there and you a fucking woman and these are men. They're meant to be attracted to one another. He can fuck you up off that, man. You supposed to fear the fact, okay, if I don't do this, my husband may come and he may do something. He may yell. He may kick down a door or something because he's told me this more than once. But you come with your excuse, well, it's for my business, for my job. And then cut your fucking business off and do what you're told. But you ain't gonna do that because you're under the guisement of feminism, man. Feminist Esau told you don't have to listen to that man. So now you just created a fucked up dynamic between the man and the woman because you're operating outside of your order. I'm just establishing my dominance as a man, telling you, no, that's not finna go down that way because the Lord gave me the authority to fucking do it. You, on the other hand, you buck up against it because Esau told you it was okay. And if I put my hands on you, I go to jail, and you know that. It says to reverence, venerate, to treat with deference or reverential obedience. None of y'all exemplify that. But when it comes to this fucking white man, oh yeah, y'all all for that. Oh yeah, I want me a white husband. I submit. All right, well, see what the Most High gonna do to your stinking asses, man. All right. Sirach 25:1, it says, in three things I was beautified and stood up beautiful both before the Most High and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together. Man, bro, that's the beautiful shit. When you got a wife that honestly understands, like, oh yeah, I understand. I see why X, Y, and Z. They get that shit and they follow your mindset, bro. You know how much of a unity that is? But instead, she's trying to force you into the box of feminism and Western culture. Brother said it beautifully on my comment board. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it. I'm going to read the comment, man. This brother here. What's this brother's name? Paul Batiste. Hey, Shalom, brother. I think he's an older Jake, man. I don't think he really teaches anything like that, but you know, he's watching the videos. You know, he's never scoffed at anything, like, not to my knowledge. You know, I was always saying encouraging things. Take care of your health, brother. Take daily multivitamins for your immune system. And always pray to Yahweh Shai without ceasing. See? You know, just things like that. And then you got a few women's here that comment on a comment board. I don't know these women personally, but, you know, this causes a problem as well because you got a bunch of feminists out there, you know, but yet they can walk around here and go to bars and clubs and show their cleavage and flirt with other niggas and shit like that and be with a bunch of sister bitches that ain't doing nothing better, you know, and they get commended for it. But when you call it out and all of a sudden you insecure, you this, you that, fuck all that shit, man. But the brother said, the water, brother, as an elder servant, and I say that very humbly, I've said through the spirit for years, you cannot be a true worshiper of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and deal with Eve. Impossible. Hey, brother, you know what, man? That's a heavy statement. And this ain't just me saying this. Other men are saying this shit. Like, we can't make this shit up. We can't make this shit up, man. You got the whole red pill MGTOW movement, man. Have you ever thought and asked yourselves why men are getting tired of y'all shit? And why they not dealing with the bullshit no more? But you want to project the guilt trip on people? Fuck nah, man. Please. It says, 3 sorts of men my soul hated, and I'm greatly offended at their life. A poor man that is proud, a rich man that is a liar, and an old adulterer that doeth. Yeah? God. But go down. 8. Well is him that dwelleth with the wife of understanding. That's rare. Have not slipped with his tongue, and that have not served a man more unworthy than himself. That's right. And I'm jumping around a little bit. 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Man, that goes a long way. Any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of my enemies. This woman hates us, bro. This black woman, Hispanic and Native, they hate us, bro. And you can tell the way that they deal with us. When things are good and it's going to their benefit, or when things are within their convenience, sure, she may cook for you. Sure, she may rub your back. Sure, she may give you sex. But it's all within the realm of her doing and her convenience. It's not because you demanding the shit. She's doing it because it's convenient for her to do so. But anything above that, it's a fucking problem. Tell her to give up certain shit in her life. Watch her don't do it. Tell her to change her wardrobe. She's going to find an excuse why to not do it. Tell her to put her child last and you first, please. Which you ain't going to do that. But tell her to cut off certain things in her career. Change the crowd she hangs around. She got to go out there and fuck up, potentially offending you before she realizes, oh, well, I got to cut these people off. Yeah, you cut them off after you done fucked up. Defense is already done. So you already fucked up. So what? Yeah, you cut them off now when you realize that the dumb shit that you've done. And you tell them this shit, they look at you, oh, they ain't gonna listen to you, but then the same outcome you predicted when you told them, it happened to them, but they still don't give you credit because they fucking proud, man. You know? Give me any plague. Yep, matter of fact. Let's start at verses 15. For there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath about the wrath of an enemy. But I had rather to dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. That's a woman that argues about every fucking thing. She's offended at everything. You look that way, she's offended. She wants you to walk with your fucking head down when she the one that's supposed to be walking with her head down. You know, she wants you to bow down to her. She wants you to be in on time. She don't want you to have a fucking life or any friends. She wants you to be under her 24/7. And then anything different than that is a fucking problem. And you getting these 3-hour fucking voicemails of just bullshit, crying and blaming you for everything. Me. Man, shut up with that and grow up. And then when they get overly rebellious, and that's when they start putting hits out on you and shit, man. Going to witches and trying to get you fucked up. It says the wickedness of a woman changing her face and darken our countenance like sackcloth. That's them bipolar women. One minute they cool with you, and the next minute, all of a sudden now she's pissed off at you. One little fucking question turned into a fucking fight. You know? And it says, and her husband should sit among his neighbors, and when he heard it, should sigh bitterly. Yeah. We get around brothers, we talk about the hell we go through, man. Because who else is going to console us? You was meant to console us and to help our day go easy. But instead, you add more fucking bonds to our affliction. It says, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, but let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. It says, and as climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of an age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Shit. Man. Going down, 23. A wicked woman abated the courage, making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart, because, you know, we women is our glory. So the shit they say to us does get to us, you know. She can shut your whole shit down, bro. She can shut your whole shit down to the point you don't want to do nothing, because that's spirit, man. It says making a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. You know, and a woman that would not comfort her husband in distress, making weak hands and feeble knees. That's right. Weak hands, you don't want to do shit. Your strength is weak, and they want to see you like that. Like today, man, I was at the store, and I was just kind of like, you know, just in some distress a little bit. I was a little bit on the stress side, you know, and this old Edomite woman, man, she was behind me, and she looked at me. She said, I'll ring up all your groceries. She said, I'll pay for your groceries for you. I was like, well, you ain't got to do that. She was probably like 67 years old. She said, sir, God bless you. Don't let it get to you, man. May the Lord be with you. She said that. That right there showed me that the Lord was with me, and he was hearing my cries, man. Because I was going like, nah, you ain't got to pay for it. She was an older Edomite lady. But the scriptures say in the time of thy affliction, thy enemy should entreat thee well. And I was being afflicted through the body. You know what I'm saying? The mind and all this shit happening at once. And just catching hell, you know, just trying to adapt. And she was like, oh, I'll pay for all your groceries for you. And it wasn't cheap. And I didn't have to spend a dime a day when I went to the store. Call all your how about Shimi Hawashai. If you are an Edomite, I'd take one lash off you in the kingdom. But she could have been an old Jake too, man. But it's hard being a Jake in this kingdom. And you women, our women, y'all don't understand that. Instead, y'all find fault with what we say, what we do, and y'all hold on to shit. And that ain't how it works. Y'all got to get right too, just like we got to get right with the Heavenly Father. Y'all got to get right and make shit right, man. And really come to terms with y'all selves. Because we ain't doing these videos to upset you or hurt you or break you. Well, we did to break you down so you can be built back up, so you can see the error of your ways. But of course, the hatred is so strong between Jake women and men to the point they would never look at this video as being a form of correction, but they're going to get offended just at how I came off in the examples I've given. And the blame is going to be put back on me. But what about you? You did this. You said that. I did that. You did this. You did that. And that's just how it's a repeated cycle of fucking just hate. And I'm going to end it on this. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather aboard. And if she go not as thou would have us, cut off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. And that's where it ends at. You got to let her go, man. Okay? And she's too proud and too haughty and too high-minded to just take the low and realize, like, look, man, she really needs to look in the mirror and have faith in what the hell you're saying and examine herself and filter out all the fucking leaven that's been put in our life. She can see what you're saying and receive it and do better. And that'll be a perfect unity. But what are the chances of that, right? But anyway, with that, shalom and a baba ball.